we are going to change the school uniforms for the children. We are going to paint the schools blue and white. Add red, make it MPP colors preku. Now we are going to paint the schools from the Kokonti and Nkati that we know. We are going to paint it blue and white. Now add red. You are going to change school uniforms. You are going to paint schools. Provide common textbooks for students. You are not providing. Common textbooks. Dr. Yaweduchum. Common textbooks. From Napo to Dr. Yaweduchum. Common textbooks. You change the curriculum. Nobody forced you. Nobody held a gun to your head. You change the curriculum. Your children don't school in this country. You change the curriculum, provide common textbooks. You have not provided the textbooks. You are going to, so the schools under trees, I hope you also change their painting. The schools under trees, you change their painting too, right? The schools under trees, you also paint them blue and white, right? You buy paint and paint them blue and white like you sprayed schools under trees during COVID. What are we doing, really? And you see, it's the same mindset. Procurement. Let's go and procure school uniforms. Let's go and procure paint. Let's go and procure painters. Sourcing. Let them come and change the color. Procurement. Let's call it, it's money. Let's chop. There's money there. Let's chop. It's money. Have we ever thought about those who sell these materials, these Kokonti and Nkatewunu materials, who have made a projection for the year, maybe 2 years ahead, and bought those materials and stocked them? What are they going to do with those materials? You have school suppliers that you have not paid. Some of them have bought these things in advance because of inflation and the exchange rate and all of that. Have you thought about them? What kind of conversations have happened with them? Because it is the same attitude that we used for the free SHS, that we pushed private secondary schools who were very, very supportive when the state did not have the capacity to accommodate the overflow. The traditional secondary schools that we know, at a point, there was an overflow. It took private secondary schools to come in to save the day. When it was time for us to do free SHS, we pushed them aside. We didn't give them anything. And today we have collapsed a lot of private secondary schools. We are continuing in the collapse of private basic schools. Because when you go and sit for your BC in a public school, you will see that your grades suddenly, that's what they are alleging. It becomes better, you are okay, You get the best of schools. When you sit for your BC in a private school, you have a problem. So children now go up to Form 2, and then by Form 2, they leave and go to a public school, go and register and sit for their BC, and they get the schools of their choice. And we are doing this and supervising this, and we are collapsing the private basic schools. I thought that we said that this was a capitalist government.